subscribe.
Welcome to today's Explainer. We're going to explore a profoundly moving narrative today. It's all about dedication, the hidden everyday consequences of our actions, and how we literally and sometimes blindly construct our own futures. This is one of those stories that might just completely change the way you look at your everyday tasks, your career, and honestly, your entire life. We're diving into the tale of an old master carpenter, a guy whose entire life of rock-solid honesty was overshadowed by just one single fateful mistake at the very end of his career. Okay, let's dive into this. A simple choice can build your future, or it can totally tear it down. It's a super profound thought, right? And to really, truly understand the heavy weight behind it, we need to unpack a story that perfectly captures how our daily decisions just compound over time. It's like a giant puzzle where every single piece matters. Part 1. The story of Baba Kareem, the master carpenter. So our story centers around this incredibly skilled artisan named Baba Kareem. And to really grasp the weight of his journey, we gotta look at the timeline of his life's work. For decades, literally decades, Baba Kareem dedicated his entire life to working for just one major contractor. He wasn't just some ordinary run-of-the-mill worker, he was a true master of his craft. He possessed a level of honesty that was universally recognized. Everyone who crossed his path respected this guy. Throughout the years, he built homes that were famous for being incredibly strong and just stunningly beautiful. He never cut corners, ever. He always delivered absolute perfection. But, time catches up with all of us, right? Bringing us to the present moment, Baba Kareem had grown old. The immense physical strength he used to have in his younger days, it was fading, and fading rapidly. His body was just deeply, deeply tired. More than anything in the world, he just wanted to retire. He wanted to finally live out his days in peace, surrounded by the laughter of his grandchildren. Exhausted and really feeling the heavy, heavy weight of his many years of manual labor, Baba Kareem approached his longtime boss. With a heavy but firmly resolved heart, he finally made his plea. He said, "Sir, I have no strength left. I want to leave the work." It was the completely honest, vulnerable request of a man who had simply given absolutely everything to his trade. He had nothing left in the tank. Zero.
Part 2. One last request. The final favor.
Well, the contractor was absolutely devastated by this news. Finding someone with Baba Kareem's level of integrity, his loyalty, and his sheer raw talent, it was nearly impossible in their industry. So not wanting to let his prized worker go so easily, the contractor asked for one final favor before they parted ways forever. He asked, "Baba, just build one last house for me. After that, you can take your leave." Now, out of deep respect for the man who had employed him for literally his entire life, Baba Kareem reluctantly agreed. He said yes. But deep down, his heart was completely detached from it. His mind was already at home, sitting in that rocking chair.
Part 3. The careless approach. Losing integrity.
Now, what's really interesting here is the stark contrast in his work ethic. Because his heart simply wasn't in it anymore, Baba Kareem's legendary dedication just vanished. Poof, gone. In the past, his work was always characterized by using the strongest wood, beautifully constructed walls, and an unmatched honesty in every single detail he touched. He used to inspect everything, right down to the last nail. But in this final project, consumed by thoughts of his upcoming retirement and the comfort of finally resting, he just wanted to get it done as fast as humanly possible. He used weak, inferior materials. He paid absolutely no attention to the structural integrity of the walls or the foundation. He rushed through the entire construction using this lazy, careless approach, entirely abandoning the lifelong principles that had defined his entire identity up until that point. Part 4. Life's biggest gift. The big reveal. So despite the rushed and frankly shoddy work, the house was eventually finished, and the day finally came for the contractor to arrive and inspect the newly completed property. You can almost picture it, right? Imagine Baba Kareem standing there on the porch, so eager to just hand over those keys and walk away into his retirement, thinking only of the rest that awaited him. But the contractor didn't inspect the walls, he didn't check the quality of the wood. Instead, he took the keys to the house, placed them directly back into Baba Kareem's worn hands, and with a warm, deeply grateful smile, he said, "Baba, this house is a gift from me for your life's hard work. From today, this house is yours."
Oh man. In that exact instant, the ground completely slipped from under Baba Kareem's feet. He was suddenly drowning in an ocean of inescapable regret. The horrific realization hit him literally like a physical blow. He thought to himself in sheer agony, If only I knew I was building my own house, would I have made it the strongest and most beautiful house in the world? Yes, he absolutely would have, but it was far, far too late. He had compromised his deepest values just this once, and now he was the one who had to live with the physical consequences of his own shoddy workmanship for the rest of his life.
Part 5. The building of our lives, a profound metaphor. And this brilliantly illustrates that this story isn't just about an old carpenter and a physical building. Not at all. It is a direct reflection of exactly how we operate in our daily lives. Just as Baba Kareem rushed his final project and was forced to live in the crumbling result, we build our own futures every single day. We do it through our choices, our habits, and our attitudes. In a way, we are all Baba Kareem. Every task we do, every interaction we have, it's a brick we are carefully laying in the foundation of our tomorrow. When we act carelessly, when we cut corners because we're tired or just want to be done, we are building a weak structure for ourselves. And ultimately, we have to face the consequences of our own making. So the crucial point here really hits home when we look at our own routines. First, we build our life's building daily. It is a continuous, unstoppable process. You're building it right now. Second, human nature means sometimes we work with our full heart and immense passion. And yeah, sometimes we act carelessly when we're tired or distracted. It happens. Third, and this is the big one, we must eventually live in the building we construct. Nobody else has to live in it but us. Therefore, the ultimate lesson here is to always do your absolute best, no matter who you think you are working for, because at the end of the day, you are always working for yourself.
As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with this final, vital thought to deeply reflect upon. Look at your actions, look at your daily effort, and your honesty in whatever you are doing right now. Ask yourself honestly, how are you building the building of your life today? Are you using strong materials, or are you cutting corners? Remember, you are the exact person who has to live in it tomorrow. Keep building wisely, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.